Hey everyone, my name is Brittany Lunstra, and I'm going to give my reflection on our informative speech. Question 1 asks, what was the specific purpose of the speech project, and why was it included in our course? I feel like the purpose of the speech project is so that we as students understand how an informal speech should follow the same outline as we had to do. More of an informal outline than, one that we have to fill out. I think it's included in our course so that we can follow the step-by-step process of an informal speech and relate it back to our formal speech as well. Question 2 asks, did you feel going into the speech, or how did you feel going into the speech presentation and why? For the most part, I felt pretty good about going into the speech presentation. I was kind of hesitant on, the topic I chose and finding research on it, which in a large part was tough, but I had personal experience that I felt helped me along with the speech. Question 3 asks, did you experience speaker anxiety? Why? What could you do to reduce speaker anxiety next time you give a presentation? I really didn't feel like I had speaker anxiety in this presentation. I feel like due to the fact that we don't have to be on camera for that one, really helped with that. Going forth with the next speech and the speech after that, having to be on camera is really going to bring out that speaker anxiety, and I feel like that's going to be the more difficult area. Question 4 asks, was your technology adequately prepared? What could be done differently or better? For the most part, my technology is pretty good. I've had multiples experiencing, with Microsoft Word and video recording, all thanks to high school classes. They really help. Maybe something that I could have done differently or better. Maybe not wait so late in the week to start looking over my material and recording my information. Question 5 asks, in terms of structure and organization, what element felt natural to you? What felt odd and why? I feel like my introduction and conclusion were more natural to me because it was more of my own personal experience with what I wrote about. The part that really felt odd was trying to connect how humans and dogs process information in the same way. I felt like finding research on that was pretty tough, and finding a credible source definitely was a lot harder than it should have been. How did you consider your audience when developing your speech? I felt like my speech would, have a wide variety of people. There's a lot of people out there who own pets. For example, my speech was about dogs. So I felt like my speech, connects to not only myself, but quite a few people out and around the world. Question 7 asks, what did you do in your speech that worked? What didn't work? And what areas can you target for improvement? I felt like my information that I found was very accurate and credible. Some of the information that I really didn't feel like worked would probably be some of the credibility of the sources. Yes, they were credible due to the fact that they were done by researchers and by students, but I felt like they were lacking more information and more credibility per se than what they listed in their source. And question 8 asks, in at least 4 to 5 complete sentences, connect your learning experience to the class readings and concepts. Include at least one specific chapter with a page number from the section to which you were referring. The chapter I chose would be chapter 11, page 107, with establishing your credibility. I feel like finding a source out there that's credible and that's going to be easy to use and understand would probably be one area that I do need to look upon harder and figure out, why is this source more credible than this source. And I felt like the chapter really helped me figure out what sources I should be choosing and what sources really just have no meaning to what I'm writing about. And that's about it. Have a good night.